Hey guys, be careful, be careful, be careful. Dr. Umar said a couple times, be careful. This is from AJ's Rants. Check out his channel. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. It's called AJ's Rants and Reactions. This guy is truly funny. You gotta check him out. But this is women with herpes. Ugh. What is that thing? I just say 20 or an hour and 20.
Yeah.
This is check this out.
Look at that. Hey guys, we here back on the one for you. So guys, we all know that these 304s are out here being strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, and numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world, right? And guys, part of the whole strong and independent thing is letting Chad, Nug Nug, Tyrone, Gerardo, Nug Wang shoot up the club, right? And of course, they don't use protection, right? And then, guys, what happens? They look down in their panties and they have the hurt dirt, right? They have the HV1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? This is not a game, right? And guys, it's everywhere now. You guys got to be careful. Because, guys, they don't care about who they sleep with, who they pass it on to.
Very, very true. They do not care. So you have to care. These 304s are the worst. Don't mind me, I'm eating. Not that.
Can you imagine, guys, you're dating a chick, and you're finally going to get it in, and you're getting down and dirty in the bedroom, and she just breaks that out on you, and all of a sudden it's...
That's funny. But so true. So freaking true, bro.
Don't touch me!
So guys, we're going to dumpster fire on this TikTok. Look at these knuckleheaded broads whine about having the hurt dirt. But before we do that, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment, guys. Have a Discord, check that out. Have a second channel, check that out. Check out the playlist at the end, and let's get into this.
Well, the only reason why I can talk about how I don't spread HSV 1 or 2, well, I don't have one, I just 2, but is because, like, I've had my experience for the past couple of years, and I've never given it to anybody, and, like, so this is what works for me. Of course, your doctors are going to be like, use condoms, take your medicine, and I do agree, I take the medicine if I'm sexually active, and if I have a partner, like, you know, every single time. And then I also just keep myself really healthy and my immune system, and everybody's different, you know, and like little tiny things can like trigger it. So it's really hard to say, but I'm just saying like that's what like works for me, and I know that I'm safe like with my partners.
Yep.
Partners.
I don't really know how it's gonna be the same for you.
Yeah, she said partners. You gotta understand. Why do you think a lot of people don't go to church? They know what they're gonna be doing in the future. A lot of people, not saying church women. I heard church women are the nastiest, but a lot of the ones don't want to go because they know they're out here letting nub, doo doo, ski, all up the club. And I'm not hating. I'm just aware. I'm letting these fellas be aware. You know how many men are in jail right now? They fell in love, sucker for love. I've been there. With these kind of women, it's time to wake up, men. Get your masculinity back. Get your finances back in order. And stay single. Enjoy your life. Vacation. Take care of your kids if you can. And stay away from these women. They're digging a hole they're never gonna come back from. They're gonna be stuck with Ray Ray. Not I.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
That's nasty.
Guys, she said partners plural, right? Look at that, guys. Disgusting.
A pot smoking slut.
Clown world, right? Look at that. Guys, so many of these women have this, and they're still out there just smashing. Disgusting.
For real.
Hey guys, she has 54 comments. Someone says, I just got diagnosed. I'm freaking out. Someone says, do you frequently get flare-ups? Next person says, does anybody else get a pain in your hip during breakouts? Yuck. Disgusting. Guys, you gotta be careful. You guys have hashtags. Hashtag HB2. Hashtag HerpDerp. Hashtag what works. Hashtag information. Hashtag storytime. Clown world.
I absolutely love this question. This was a question that I was extremely.
Now, guys, so the question is, how do you and your husband have unprotected, smash time, and you haven't transmitted it to him yet? Ugh. Guys, some person married this chick knowing that she had the herp derp. Guys,
Some people are really fucking stupid.
clown world.
Concerned about when I found out I had herpes and started dating. So we think
Why
prior to
not?
having herpes that
And why not?
Really fucking stupid.
Clown world.
concerned about when I found out I had herpes and started dating. So we think prior to having herpes that the people with herpes, every time they have sex, they would always infect somebody. Like every time you have sex, you're contagious. So that's not necessarily true. You're contagious when the virus is active. So when you are having an outbreak or if it's in replication mode. When the virus is active, obviously you would have an outbreak. It would.
Ugh. And you wonder why I'm single. No, thank you. It's not even worth it. And some people pay for this. They'll take her out on a date, take her to the movies, take her, get some wine and dine, spend some time with her, put on some good music, just to set yourself up with this. This is what you're setting yourself up with these women. Watch this.
Haven't transmitted it to him yet. Ugh. Guys, some person married this chick knowing that she had the herp derp. Guys,
Some people are really fucking stupid.
clown world.
Concerned about when I found out I had herpes and started dating. So we think prior to having herpes that the people.
You can look at her and tell something's wrong with her. If we being honest, it's one thing. Excuse me. There's one thing you cannot hide. It's all in your aura. It's all in her face. Look, you can't tell she's carrying something. Look at her face. Look closely. Look at her lips. Look like something wrong, right? Come on now, guys. You guys better wake up. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. You guys better wake up, guys. Stop doing this. Get your money up.
But with herpes, every time they have sex, they would always infect somebody. Like every time you have sex, you're contagious. So that's not necessarily true. You're contagious when the virus is active. So when you are having an outbreak if it's in replication mode. When the virus is active, obviously you would have an outbreak. It would be painful. You would most likely stay away from sex. And then during the shedding period, this is kind of where it gets a little gray. There are no signs, symptoms.
Shedding period. Ugh. Crazy, guys. Yeah, and a lot of my brothers are in prison right now because they haven't given this information. Imagine a dude doing 5 to 6 years in prison right now. He don't know about shedding. Men and women use 2 different languages. If you talk to a man about women's ovaries and panties, and that's not our language. This is why men and women don't get along. They're talking 2 different languages. And men, we pay for this. Take them out, dates, dinners, invest our energy, attention. And you do all that, and this is what they give you back. Ugh.
You're contagious. So that's not necessarily true. You're contagious when the virus is active. So when you are having an outbreak or if it's in replication mode. When the virus is active, obviously you would have an outbreak. It would be painful. You would most likely stay away from sex. And then during the shedding period, this is kind of where it gets a little
Shedding
gray. There
period.
are no signs, symptoms. You don't know the virus is shedding. But here's the thing, is if you are a female with herpes, you're not using a condom, no antivirals, no outbreak, and you have sex, you have a 4% chance of transmitting herpes to a partner, a male partner. If you're a
Ugh.
male with herpes, no condom, no outbreak, no antiviral, you have a 10% chance. I absolutely
4% is too high.
Yeah, bro, she's walking around with numbers. Just nasty, bro. Thank God for the internet. All men are waking up, staying single, get your money up, take care of your kids. You know, we didn't have this information before, so the women could hide it so well. You know, just like you never really see tampons on the streets. You don't never really see tampons. You see cigarettes. You see men things. You don't even see condoms, but you won't really see tampons on the street. You know why? They hide the nastiness very well. And I'm not calling reproduction and periods nasty. I'm calling tampons nasty. So they hide it very, very well. You know, like cats. They hide it very well. Like a cat hides a mouse.
10% is really too high.
She knows the numbers. Ugh.
That, guys, what would
I'm
possess
staying
these
freaking
knuckleheads
celibate
to
forever.
get on the
I will
internet and
never.
let the whole world-
This is a pledge. I will never. I promise. I'm gonna stay celibate forever. Forever. I'm done. You men better follow suit. Get your money up. Take care of your kids, because we fell for the spell. You know, try to make a family and do all that stuff till you got around the woman and you realize it wasn't cracked up to be what it was. She likes to call the cops and you got to deal with all this craziness too. Man, please. It's coming a time where y'all going to have to chase us and beg us. You know, of course, there's going to be simps, because there's always simps. There's always those, come on, you can live with me. And then they get the reality of it. And those are usually the ones sitting in prison, because they don't know. They better wake up, fellas.
Well, no.
Y'all better wake up.
Right, guys?
You stupid woman!
Better wake up.
Right, and guys, we all know how they all got it, right?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm outside home.
Y'all better wake up, fellas.
Guys, this chick's whole platform is about the hurt dirt. Guys, her call sign here, or her
This is
name
AJ
on
Rents.
TikTok is Life with the Hurt Dirt. Clown World. A hurt dirt coach.
Yeah, I pledge allegiance to myself that I'll never, ever, 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 ever stick my greatness in craziness ever again. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm done. You guys can have all these women. I'm good. I got 8 kids. I'm done. This is why something told me to have all my kids early. I had this memo in my head. I just couldn't get it out. I had a feeling this was coming in the world. You know, women, you gotta love them. You know, if you get in trouble and go to jail, you go to the courthouse. What you're gonna realize is all women down there at the courthouse. The judge is gonna be a woman. The bailiff, the lawyers, prosecutors. They women you out when you go to the courthouse, because you got to put them somewhere. And they're down there just destroying men. You guys know it. You go to the courthouse, it's a woman's world as far as that goes. But outside of that, this is what we have to deal with. And the courthouse acts like they pretend like they don't know this is what's going on. And reality is they know. They have to save them. They have to save them, because we men would not. A couple Sims would, of course. There's always a simp. Until they get a whiff of the smell, of the hell, of going to jail, of all that. When they wake up, you know, and the smell hits them, you know, crazy. I remember going in the bathroom with my mother years ago, and she had left the bathroom. I was like, what in the world happened in this bathroom? It smells like World War 13. No disrespect to my mom, just being honest. I should have knew then. Like, it was just a smell that I couldn't handle. But I still got under the spell, and I ignored the smell, and I got 8 kids. And I'm proud to have my 8 children, but I'm done. I'm done. You will never see me on this video with a woman. I'm focused now. Let's get it. I'm here to help my brothers out here, all men. Wake up from this spell they're under. They got you under a spell. Staying single is the greatest thing you can accomplish in this world, and they don't want to tell you that. Valentine's Day is coming up, guys. Do not be miserable. Be thankful. Buy yourself a gift. Take yourself to the movies, maybe to a buffet. Have a good time and show off your singleness. Make them mad that you are single. You see, most people is single, they mad. They miserable. They feel like they missing out on something. You come around me, you're going to feel the opposite. If you're in a relationship, you're going to be like, why? Start exiting, find a way. A friend told me years ago, always leave on good terms. That's the best thing you could do. Leave on good terms. Get your own place. Get away from this craziness. And live your life. Let's go.
It guys, she has 14 comments. Someone says, just so we know, people that are living with the hurt dirt are not always contagious. There are ways to protect yourself. Next person says, most people on earth have the hurt dirt and don't know it. Please.
You've been had. You've been took.
Bamboozled.
Hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray.
Ran amok.
Look at that. Come on, man. Absolutely insane. Very informative. Thank you.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You guys are hashtags. Hashtag herp derp. Hashtag life with herp derp. Hashtag cold sores. Ugh. Hashtag day in my life.
He said, ugh. Now, mind you, we're not defaming women. I'm not here to put women down. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know the secret. A lot of women hide this. They put on their best act. You know, they got a song, At Your Best. I think it's by Leah. You know, you're at your best. You are, you know, basically, they put on their best show to get you. And now you stuck paying child support, alimony. You're miserable. After a couple months, they turn into the real Wizard of Oz, let's just say. I have 8 children, 5 different baby mothers. I understand. I didn't get one of my children. You know, the courthouse will make you feel like you're irrelevant. But hey, I want them, keep them. I would love to have them, but you're not trying to, keep it moving. It gives me time to stay focused on myself, my dreams, my purpose. And it's not to save these women. They don't need saving. They need a doctor. That's just reality. I don't know. I have a daughter. You know, I hope to goodness she don't turn out like these women. But unfortunately, the mother's gonna show her the way.
Hashtag herp derp disclosure clown world.
Herpes, I'm going to teach you how to end any feelings of guilt, shame, and stigma that you're feeling in your diagnosis in this video. I'm Adrienne, the ONI nutritionist. I'm a vaginal health nutritionist, and I work with people who live with
Yo, even the word vaginal. What man you see walking around talking about the word vaginal? I'm telling you, women speak a different language. There's a book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And I think it just breaks down that we're from 2 different planets. We have to be. Come on now, panties. The word panties itself is like a foreign word. But yet men are trying to get in panties. You know, ovaries, the JJ, you name it. All the names that they name women, they need to rename some of these names because the name itself just freaks men out. But go ahead.
herpes. I have genital herpes as well.
Of course
you do. Of course you do. Look, see, man, we got it. Of course you do. I got the nerve to put makeup on and do a lot. A lot of these women need to go to Hollywood and do some acting. But instead they're out here flaunting and showing off and men are drooling. What are you drooling over? Y'all better wake up. And they try to put a woman president in there to do more conditioning of a spell. Y'all men better wake up. Wake up, fellas. The greatest gift is handling it on your own. Smells better. It feels better. You ain't got to spend 5 hours wooing. You know what wooing is. Taking them out, going to Six Flags, going to Disney World, going to Paris, buying shopping, doing all this. You doing opening doors. You doing all this extra stuff. And then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, she gonna have herpes and give you a disease or something. Ugh, ugh. I'm going back to church. And please, women, do not try to hit on me because I don't want it. I'm single for life and proud of it. Proud of it. Super proud. Now I was wondering why there was so many gay people in the world. I was like, what in the world's going on with the world? A lot of men went to the other side because they got the memo. Now me, I'm not going to the other side. I'm good. I'll just stay single. I used to always ask, Lord, that's the only option I gave us? Like seriously, this can't be. Ugh.
Coach people through their herpes diagnosis, not only giving them information and tools to manage and prevent herpes outbreaks, but I help empower people in their herpes diagnosis so that they can feel confident in themselves again. Feelings of shame and guilt are two of the most common emotions that I see with people who live with genital herpes. A lot of these feelings comes from not.
You should feel guilty. You know what you're doing. Ugh. You turn it into a toilet. You letting men just do whatever inside the toilet. It's nasty, bro. And let's just call it for what it is. And you got all these men in jail over this. You went to jail over a toilet. Ugh.
Knowing better. What I mean by that is people feel so ashamed when they are
You
diagnosed
should.
with herpes. They are surprised with a herpes diagnosis because they never ever thought that it would happen
Really?
to them. The problem is we weren't taught about herpes. We were taught to fear it.
You wasn't taught how to clean yourself either. You wasn't taught about the smell. All y'all was taught is how to hide tampons. And y'all do that very well. Like I probably seen one tampon ever in my life on the street walking by. That's how good y'all women are. Y'all stick together on that. Y'all got that memo, right? You know what I mean? But when it comes to being nasty, I will stay single forever.
We weren't taught properly about how it works, how common it is, and how it is a part of being a sexually active human. Another thing that we didn't learn about herpes is that herpes is transmitted via skin-to-skin transmission, and condoms don't always protect against herpes. You can have sex with one person, one time, do everything.
We know you're not having sex with one person one time. We know that's not the case. Come on, guys. That's why she's putting the parentheses up. Look.
Right, and still get herpes. Another example is if your partner gets cold sores that were originally non-sexually transmitted and that partner goes down on you, they can transmit their non.
See, that's a whole nother topic. And you guys are going down on there eating the toilet. You better off going literally to your bathroom and sipping toilet water. It's probably more cleaner. I'm going to say it again. You're better off going to your toilet and sipping the toilet water than going down. I never was comfortable with that. And this is why I lost a lot of relationships, because that was like a thing to do. Not me. I ain't sticking my face down there. You can come up with boo-boo sores.
Sexually transmitted cold sore to your genitals, resulting in you having genital herpes and having to deal with it so much differently. And this is where a lot of the shame and stigma comes in, because people feel so bad about themselves that they contracted herpes because they didn't know better. Also want to remind you that just because you sleep with somebody that has herpes, that doesn't automatically mean that you're going to get it. I've lived with genital herpes for over 20 years, and knock on wood, I've never given it to anybody. So if you
Guys, who honestly believes that,
we
right?
don't believe that.
If you think that this broad right here, right, that's this flippant about the hurt dirt, right? Come on, man, right? You tell her she's a goddamn whore. If you think she hasn't given it to anyone else in 20 years,
You've been had.
I got a Brooklyn Bridge for sale.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled,
Led astray. Ran amok.
You live with herpes and you can relate to this. It's time to forgive yourself and stop being so hard on yourself for not knowing any better, because how would you know if you didn't know? If you are living with herpes and you're struggling...
Probably no, because of the smell. And one thing about smells, I used to smoke cigarettes 10, 15 years ago. And after you stop smoking cigarettes, you can really smell the smell of the cigarette. It disgusts you out. I've been clean almost 32 days. Weed, no drinking alcohol, I'm celibate, all that. But one of the things about smells, women cannot smell themselves no more. The smell will tell you. You walking around smelling like King Kong, come on now. And got the nerve to walk around and... disgusting, guys. Fellas, stay single. I advise you, stay single, man. Stay single, bro. Stay single. Because if you don't stay single, you're going to get this.
Your diagnosis and you need support, I have 3 different ways that I can support you. If you need to talk to somebody who gets it, I offer one-on-one support calls
Of
and can
course you
help you
do.
through
She's
any
trying to
of
make
these
money
feelings
off these
and help you feel
herpes.
confident again in your diagnosis.
Yeah.
There's
She's
anyone
going
that
to
you can
tell you
trust.
you're
It's me. I've lived
beautiful.
with genital herpes
Tell you
for
what she's
over
going to
20
tell you.
years.
She's going to tell you you're beautiful. You know, you don't transmit it to nobody. She's going to tell you don't feel down on yourself. Go out there and live your best life. Basically, hide it some more. Ugh. I'm so turned off. I love real raw information. You know, information is worth money and gold. What do you think the government does? They get information all day long. Every time you go to court for these women, even the judge underneath his breath be laughing like, wow, he's under a spell. Wake up, fellas. The spell has been broken. Adam should have said, Eve, get up out of the freaking... He should have kicked her out of paradise and kept it moving. He thought she was the last woman on earth.
I'm pretty confident in my diagnosis.
Yeah,
and
bet
help
you
get
are.
there too. I
Nasty.
also have my Healing Herpes Holistically guide. It's like the herpes handbook you
Ugh.
never thought you'd need. It is the best resource for you to learn how to manage and prevent herpes outbreaks, prevent transmission to partners, and feel confident in your diagnosis. I also have a herpes support group where we do monthly group support
A
calls. It really
herpes
helps to be a
support
part of a
group.
community with other people who are
Yo,
going
I
through
thought they were just hiding tampons around the world, you know, so we... No. They got herpes groups. Men don't know about this. Men, y'all better wake up. Go get tested. And don't you ever again. I mean, you feel that urge? It's like dope. These people are addicted to that urge. And reality is that urge will get you. The clap will get you. Literally. Now I see why most men are in jail. And y'all fellas need to wake up. Wake up, fellas. This is a PSA announcement. Public service announcement. Fellas, wake up. If you're in a relationship, go get tested. Don't keep running around thinking she's so faithful. I'm telling you, these women are like cats. You know, a cat can have intercourse with many different other cats and have babies by different. You remember the Kobe Bryant case? In her panties, she had how many different people on her panties? This is reality. Wake up, fellas, and then try to put Kobe Bryant in jail. If he would have been in jail, he'd be alive right now. Just think. So I guess she was trying to save him. Crazy. What a world.
same things as you are. A herpes diagnosis is not the end of the world. You can still have an amazing life, an amazing sex life with herpes. You just gotta navigate it a little differently. And I can help you do that. If there's anybody that you can trust to guide you in your diagnosis, it's me. You can find all of the links in my bio. And read the caption.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Beta female!
Clown world. Guys, don't listen to any knuckleheads like this. You guys notice she's like, I have 3 solutions, and they all cost money.
Of course.
A, I give one-on-ones that cost money. B, buy my book that costs money. And C, my support group costs money. But yeah, guys, give me money. Because I'm a herp derp coach. Yay! Right?
You stupid woman!
Guys, this is what these women do. They mess up their lives, right? And they either say that they're going to leave it all up to Jesus, or they're going to make it some journey, right? Now, guys, God has nothing to do with these knuckleheaded hurt dirt chicks getting the hurt dirt, right? What are you talking about? I know some of you guys are going to be like, AJ, don't you feel bad for them? They have something that'll never go away. You guys know what I have to say?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Guys, you're going to need an adamantium condom in this bad boy, guys.
For real. Y'all better put 3 condoms on. Abstinence is the best. See, when you have all the information, you don't even want to go out there no more. You see a pretty girl walk by, you'll go the other way. It ain't even worth the headache, guys. It ain't worth the disease. It ain't worth the being put in handcuffs, looking like you're an idiot. It ain't worth the child support. It ain't worth the alimony. It ain't worth freaking rubbing 2 pennies together. Again, you better off going and sipping toilet water. And then kissing them below or above. Man, just literally leave them alone and keep it moving.
guys are not dating at all. At all. Guys, you have to be careful. You have to stay away from this foolishness, man. Absolutely insane. You guys are hashtags, guys. She has a lot of them. Hashtag hurt dirt. Hashtag hurt dirt awareness. Hashtag hurt dirt stigma. Hashtag hurt dirt virus. Hashtag hurt dirt advocate. Hashtag hurt dirt could never. Hashtag hurt dirt viruses. Hashtag hurt dirt simplex. Hashtag hurt dirt dating. Ugh, right? Hashtag
Nasty.
hurt dirt disclosure. Hashtag hurt dirt transmission. Hashtag HSV. Hashtag HSV1. Hashtag HSV2. Hashtag HSV awareness. Hashtag living with hurt dirt. Hashtag life with hurt dirt. Hashtag hurt dirt support. Hashtag hurt dirt support group. Hashtag hurt dirt information. Hashtag hurt dirt diagnosis. Hashtag hurt dirt simplex virus 1. Hashtag cold source. Hashtag cold source hurt dirt. Hashtag cold source. Hashtag oral hurt dirt. Guys!
Clown world.
What the fuck is going on?
You know what's going on.
I try to not swear, but what the fuck? Guys, what is going on? What is going on, guys?
What's going up is the men are waking up. Fellas, get your money together. Get you a studio apartment. If you gotta sleep in your car, sleep in your car. I feel sorry for any man that's going through this right now. I don't wish any women on any man right now. We're in an era where women think they got it. They think they're on top. They think they're the man. They think they don't need a man. And they had us running around chasing them. Fellas, it's gonna, the roles are reversing. Y'all gonna have to chase us. And we don't want it. We don't want it. She gonna have to freaking hold us down and take it, unfortunately. And we still don't want it. You're gonna see in the future more women being charged with that. Watch. You ever see a man that don't get none? He's focused. He's ready to take on the world. But a woman that don't get none, she's angry. She's going through it. We can go without it. They can't. They can't go without it. You ever see a cat in heat?
These chicks are out here, man, right? And they are trying to, guys, spread this stuff, or they're in denial, right? Guys, they do not care. If they end up giving it to you, man, this is not a game, guys. Absolutely insane. Guys, clear battle lines must be drawn between us and these broads.
For real. Real talk.
This is where we hold them.
Y'all guys better wake up. I'm about to end this, but I want to say this like a Jerry Springer at the end. Fellas, stay single. If you're in a long-term relationship, kudos to you. Go get tested. You know, unfortunately, we didn't have this information years ago, so we were lost. We were all simps at one time, you can say, basically. You know, I think we heard a couple songs like J. Cole said, "Don't save her. She don't want to be saved." No, she don't. But they will act like they're Hollywood actors to get you to fall in love. Now you're in love. She got you by the string. And you're like Pinocchio, a fool. And come on now. Men, stay single. Stay focused. Go towards your purpose. Take care of your kids. Pay your child support. Get that money. I was going to be a truck driver, but they pulling truck drivers over. They got a new law where they're taking pictures if you don't have your seatbelt on. It started in Australia. Now they can see if you got your cell phone in your hand, and then now they have pictures. It's going to be in all states pretty soon, where they're going to send you a picture in the mail of you holding your cell phone and a fine. You not having your seatbelt on, it's going to be a fine. We're being distracted with this. We better wake up, fellas. They're coming after us like they always been. And we're too busy lost in the spell of women. Wake up. That's why I can't wait to smell-o-vision. We need smell-o-vision. If we had smell-o-vision, you know how many people would not be able to be on television? Honestly. Come on, fellas. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Take care of your children. Teach your daughters to not be like this. I'm going back to church, man. I'm done. This is crazy. All right, I'm out. You guys have a wonderful life. Stay away from them. Don't say I didn't warn you.